spirits and demons walk this land, possessing the remains of fallen warriors.
What is going on, guys? I am Jarrett, and today I am going to be walking you through how I completed the Origins Easter egg for the first time in 2023. Before we get into it, this took a lot of time and effort to put together between editing and making the script, not to mention the actual gameplay itself, so I'd really appreciate it if you like this video and subscribe to my channel. I plan to make more content like this in the future, so if you like zombies content, hit that bell. Without further ado, let's get into it. I started the game like any other, grabbing Maxis's brain and the shovel off the wall. I got my perkaholic and I waited for it to start snowing, so I could start crafting the ice staff. I picked up the blue record and the dirty rock from the tank station by Generator 2, and I found my first ice staff part in the trenches. I found the second part on the back of the excavation site and made my way over to the church to start cleaning the rock since it was still round 4. Once I had one zombie left, I found the third ice staff part behind the tank, so with all 3 staff parts in hand, I made my way to the ice tunnel to get the ice gem, and I crafted my first staff. Next, I got the yellow record from the lightning tunnel, and I just barely managed to make it into the first robot, Freya, to get my first wind staff part. Then, while waiting for the next robot, I gathered all 3 parts and built the zombie shield. With my brand new shield on my back, I figured I'd collect the rest of the parts for the Maxis drone. That's when I noticed the second robot, Thor, coming my way. I'll let this clip speak for itself. I can't believe I didn't die right there. After that near miss, I crafted my Maxis drone, and then waited for Odin, the third robot. After launching out of Odin's head, I traversed to the wind tunnel in order to get my wind gem, which allowed me to craft the wind staff. Next, it was time to begin the upgrade process for my ice staff. I went back to the crazy place to complete the ice puzzle, and then back to the excavation site to blast and shoot the headstones. I finally noticed the glowing plane overhead, so I shot it down to get my second fire staff part, and I made my way down to the bottom to shoot the ice orb. Nextly, I returned to the crazy place, collected the lightning gem, and placed the ice staff in its holder. I quickly retrieved the wind staff to begin the upgrade process, completing the puzzle, blasting the smokestacks around the map, and then the orb. Once that was completed, I began collecting the lightning staff parts. For the second and third parts, I used the Gobblegum Killing Time, which stops the tank, allowing me to collect both parts in one go. While I was by the church, I picked up the red record so I wouldn't have to later, and then I crafted the lightning staff. Before picking it up, however, I went to the crazy place to place the wind staff in its holder, and collected the fire gem. I crafted the fire staff and started upgrading the lightning staff. I concluded the puzzle, turned the many dials around the map, and proceeded to blast the lightning orb. I placed the third staff in its holder and retrieved my fire staff to finish upgrading the other 3. As I finished the fire cauldrons, I simultaneously upgraded all 3 staves. Finally, I finished the fire puzzle and blasted the fire orb and went back to the crazy place to finish my fire staff upgrade. Now, it's time to complete the most annoying step of the quest.
Step 2. Ascend from darkness.
I decided I'd start with the lightning staff, and after waiting for several robots and activating the Easter egg song Archangel, Thor was finally near. Next, I figured I'd do the ice staff. Fortunately, Freya was already approaching when I made my way over to the church. Thirdly, I grabbed the wind staff and waited for Odin. Lastly, I placed the fire staff in its holder in excavation, and I was ready for step 3.
Step 3. Rain fire.
Before completing this step, I had to return to the tank station to acquire the G-Strike. During this process, I took my first down. Thankfully, the self-medication gobblegum allowed me to get back up with no drawbacks. After killing 1,000,001 zombies, I finally unlocked the G-Strike. Now I had to wait for Odin to have an open foot. Once I noticed the correct robot approaching, I got ready. Once I got into Odin's head, I waited for the purge sequence. When I heard Maxis say 1, I slapped the button and was ejected from the robot. I quickly ran to the corner and threw my G-Strike on the seal and somehow managed to complete this step first try.
Step 4. Unleash the Horde.
Step 4 is probably the most difficult step, skill-wise. As I sent my Maxis drone into the broken seal, several panzers leapt from the hole. During this kerfuffle, I took my second down, but again, thanks to self-medication, I was rejuvenated. I was, however, able to use the panzers to fill up the first soul box. Once I successfully killed all of them, I was ready for step 5.
Step 5. Skewer the winged beast.
While waiting for a zombie blood, I determined that I would fill up the soul boxes. While I was finishing up the second box, I got my zombie blood, so I began looking for the plane in the sky. I shot it down, but I didn't have enough time to find the special zombie, so I did the Easter egg to receive a free zombie blood. I was quickly able to find and kill the zombie to retrieve my Maxis drone.
Step 6. Wield a fist of iron.
After filling up all 4, I was able to collect my 1-inch punch. Next, I had to punch a lot of glowing Templar zombies in the excavation site until one of them dropped a special rock, which upgraded my 1-inch punch into the Iron Fists.
Step 7. Raise hell.
All that's left to do now is painfully take each and every staff, one at a time, to the crazy place, to once again place them in their holders. I first took the ice staff, then the wind staff, fire, and then finally the lightning staff. Once that was finished, I had to get 100 kills in the crazy place. I knew I had completed this step when my screen flashed white.
Step 8. Freedom.
Now, only one step left. I only needed one thing for the final step, a Maxis drone, which I completely forgot. After this minor hiccup, we were able to send Maxis to Agartha, and After weeks of attempts, I was finally able to finish this Easter egg. I really hope you guys like this video. Like I said at the beginning, this took forever to make, and it's actually my first scripted video. I know, my writing skills could definitely use a little work, but I mean, hey, if it works. Anyway, if you did enjoy, please like and subscribe. I plan on making lots more content like this in the future. If you made it to the end, please tell me, have you ever completed this Easter egg? Let me know in the comments. And until next time, thanks for watching.